Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Hope you are having a fantastic day. It is Friday once again, which means it's time for another episode of Yield Weekly Beauty Chit Chat. If you are newer around here, this is a long-running series where I just chit chat about all of the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was personally loving or obsessing about over the course of the past week. As always, I have a fun little lineup that I'm going to be sharing, and I will of course list and link everything in the description box right below this video. If you'd like to know where to purchase these items, read up other people's reviews, look at in-depth ingredient information, check out that description box. It's usually a plethora of information. I also try to specifically look up where you can purchase these items on sale because I too love a good deal. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. But before we do, I hope you had a great week. Let me know what you were up to. Don't forget to let me know what you were loving this past week as well in the comments down below. I had a good week myself. It was pretty productive, but I am definitely ready for the weekend. The weather has cooled down so much in our area here, and I am so thankful. In fact, we're supposed to get rain next week, so that just makes my little rain-loving heart so happy. So anyway, yeah. Hope you guys have a really great weekend coming up, but before we dive into the weekend, let's dive into these favorites from this past week. I have discovered a couple of really fantastic new things that I'm super excited to share with you. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started where we always do, which is with the perfume. So let's get started there. So earlier this week, I shared a video where I mentioned that I was just a little bit overwhelmed with my perfume collection, at least when it comes to reaching for perfumes that I maybe haven't used in a really long time. I pretty regularly will declutter my different collections, be it my makeup collection, my perfume collection, my home fragrance collection. I am a big fan of kind of going through those different collections of mine and removing things that I either no longer love or that I no longer use on a regular basis. And trust me, I have done that with my perfume already once this year. I removed quite a number of fragrances from the collection at that point and passed them along to mostly Stella, because girlfriend also loves her perfume. If you're new around here, Stella is my 13-year-old daughter. So they definitely went to a good home, and yeah, I'm still smelling those things because she loves to apply perfume, especially right before school. I don't think there's anyone at that middle school that smells better than Stella does. But anyway, so I decided to go ahead and create a monthly perfume basket situation. A lot of you guys, when I shared that video, mentioned that you also will do the same things where you select a few fragrances to use for a specific period of time, and then you kind of cycle those fragrances out. I definitely thought that was a really good idea for me personally. So I kind of started about a week ago by gathering some things that I wanted to use for the remainder of September. And then at the start of each month, I am going to be sharing these shop my perfume stash style videos where we will actually go through my collection together, and I'll show you what I'm picking. And my hope is that I can give some of the older perfumes in my collection just a little bit more love, or maybe just some things that I haven't used in a while, because the way that I currently have my collection set up, honestly, it makes it a little bit hard to see all of my fragrances. So I'm also trying to kind of revise how I'm storing my perfumes right now. So it's going to be a whole process. But anyway, moral of the story is I love perfume, I guess. Anyway, let's discuss the fragrances that I was mostly kind of sporting over the course of this past week. So I have 4 that I'm going to be mentioning here. 3 of these are from my perfume basket. but one of them is not. I'm gonna start with the one that I actually have had sitting off to the side here because I still need to review these last few perfumes for Maison Kin, but I feel like honestly my time is running out because Maison Kin currently has an incredible clearance sale going on their website. Everything is like 50% off. Like they have some screaming deals, you guys. They're not going out of business. I actually specifically reached out to them because I was like, hey, I'm a little concerned that you're going away and I am just now falling in love with your fragrances. Are you still gonna be around? And they emailed back and said, yes, absolutely. We are just bringing in a new collection. And so we're just clearancing out the old stuff. So if you are looking for some of the best deals on some really beautiful high-end perfume dupes, you're gonna wanna check this out. Again, I'll have them linked down below. This is from the initial set that Maison Kin actually sent me. There was this like sampler set called Austin that had 5 different fragrances in it. One of the fragrances was Cellar, which is another one of those really great Tom Ford Lost Cherry dupes. Now, this particular Lost Cherry, I think smells super close to the original. It's not one of the like sweeter versions. This one just, it has that same kind of like deep, dark, not overly sweet cherry note that the original has. If you're looking for probably one of the like closest dupes, I think this might be it. Here's the thing, I think they've already sold out of the full size, but I believe that the Austin set is still available. So yeah, if you haven't popped over to Maison Kin to check them out, I would say now's a really good time to do that because man, there are deals that are to be had. And if you're a perfume lover, I think they're worth checking out. Okay, I'm excited to see what they're bringing in next though. Yeah, they should be good. Based on what I've experienced so far, they are long-lasting, very potent formulations. So if that's what you're looking for, check them out. Other fragrances from the old basket, and what I'm actually wearing today is the Skylar Vanilla Sky. As you can see, I don't have much left in this one. It's actually my goal to finish this before the end of the year at this point. I don't think I'll have any problems doing that. This is a vanilla cappuccino scent. It's very sweet. It's a beautiful gourmand. It's just delightful. And I've always gotten a lot of compliments on this one. Love wearing that one on its own. I have also been wearing the Penrose Secret Genius. Again, another really lovely vanilla. This is a beautifully musky, slightly floral vanilla that smells so warm and so cozy. This is one of those that I feel like if you are a vanilla lover, you have to try this. It is heavenly. I actually own 2 bottles of this perfume, so that's how much I love this. I bought a backup before I even finished the first bottle, and I also opened that second bottle. I don't know why I did that, but I currently have 2 bottles of this in my closet. Also, the Kayali Vanilla 28, I love this one. I was actually mixing a little bit of this with the Maison Kin Cellar to add a little bit more of a vanilla vibe to it, and that's an amazing combination. If you happen to have both of these, or if you have the original Tom Ford Lost Cherry, or any of the other dupes that are on the market, if you're looking to add a more vanilla touch to it, I don't think there's better option than this Vanilla 28 from Kayali. That is a gorgeous fragrance that I think it should be a staple in any gourmand lover's perfume collection. So next, I want to address the elephant in the room, which is, yes, I chopped my hair this week. I had Monday off of work. It was the first day of fall, and I just thought, you know what? It's time for a fresh start. Let's do it. Luckily, my hairdresser had a last minute appointment available, and I trotted in there and told her, please chop off like 3 inches. Now, she definitely was like, are you sure? She always makes sure that I'm sure before she does anything, but I was like, yes, I really need a fresh start. And so she was like, let's go for it. So we looked through some hairstyles and found a long bob type style where there's just some really light layering throughout the hair because my hair is pretty fine and thin, so I can't do a lot of heavy layers. But yeah, so she chopped my hair. She took off darn near 3 inches and it feels amazing. If you have not cut your hair in a good long while, I would really encourage you to just do a chop. I'm telling you, you feel so much fresher afterwards. It is amazing what a haircut will do for you. So I am really happy currently with this length here. And after I got home, I thought, you know what? I think I might actually want to style my hair. Now, for the last, I would say 2-3 months over on Instagram, I have been seeing the same ad over and over and over again for the Tymo Curl Pro Plus. It has intrigued me from the very first moment that I saw this particular device because I am someone who cannot curl my hair on my own without burning either my scalp, my ears, my neck, or my fingertips. Like, I have tried multiple different curling irons and I always end up just being frustrated. The curl never holds and it just feels like it's not worth the time or the effort. And so I just usually have blow dried my hair upside down after washing it every single day. And when I flip it over, whatever happens is like the do for the day, right? But I want to put a little bit more effort into my hair these days. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to see if this bad boy is worth the hype. Now, I didn't order it directly from Tymo. I actually went on Amazon where I found this for an even better deal than, you know, what the ads were selling this for. So I'll be linking this for you on Amazon down below. It is the actual like Tymo product. They do have an Amazon storefront, so I don't know why it's a better deal there, but it just is. So I got this the very next morning. I literally got this Tuesday morning. I ordered it at like, I think it was like 8 p.m. By 4 in the morning. Thank you, Amazon. It was at my doorstep and I was using it. And you guys, instantly I fell in love. What a freaking genius design this is. Now, I know there have been other versions of this prior on the market, but they were infamous for just tangling the crap out of your hair. If you're not familiar with how this device works, is you take a chunk of hair, you put it through this section here, and then this middle part turns and it curls the hair around this heated barrel in the middle here. It is impossible to burn yourself with this device. I am talking, it is physically impossible to burn yourself. That is how well this is designed. My kid has been using this every single morning. I have a 13-year-old daughter and she has been in my bathroom every single day this week and has been curling her hair before trotting off to middle school with the most gorgeous bouncy curls that I have ever seen on her head. She was born with her mom and quite frankly her dad's hair, which is thin, fine, straight. Like there is not a curl or wave to be found between the three of us, but she can use this and she's done in less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes, you guys. That's about how much it takes me to do my entire head as well. And here's the best part. I didn't wash my hair this morning. I washed my hair yesterday. This is second day hair. Now, is there still like a super defined curl here? No, but do I still at least have a wave and hella body galore? Yeah, I do. You guys, look at this. This is second day hair. This has never happened in the history of at least my world. My almost 47 years on this planet, I have never been able to get my hair to hold a curl past hour 3. This is second day hair. It has been way more than 3 hours, you guys, and I still am seeing the results of this product in my hair. I don't know what physics or chemistry or whatever is involved here that makes this work as well as it does, but it just works, you guys. I'm telling you, if you struggle to curl your own hair, you need this. And you can't burn yourself. Trust me, I tried. You cannot do it. This is so easy to use, you guys. And if you're worried about this tangling your hair, it doesn't. It won't. It literally will not. I had one section where I think I put just a little bit too much hair through this little thing here. And it like, immediately as it kind of started to like grip in a weird way, it released the hair. Like it stopped turning and I was able to pull this out. Not a single strand was lost. Not a single strand. This is super gentle. It is effective. It has a few different heat settings. I just use the like default one. And then it also, you can change the direction of the curl here with this little button. I know I'm spending a lot of time talking about this thing, but listen, I've seen these ads now for a very long time and I was skeptical as all get out, but I tell you what, do not be skeptical. If you struggle to curl your hair, you need this device. And that endorsement is not only coming from me, but it's coming from Stella. And Stella hates everything. She's 13, so yeah, everything sucks right now, and she loves this thing. In fact, I think for Christmas, I'm just gonna get her one of her own because, quite frankly, I'm tired of her coming to me every morning and saying, can I use the timer? Get your own kid. We'll get it for her for Christmas. She'll be fine. All right, let's talk some new shampoo and conditioner that I have incorporated into the routine because, yeah, I'm currently dealing with a little bit of hair loss again. Doesn't look like it now, does it, though? I love my hair. I'm so happy with it. Sorry. Like, I just am usually not excited about my hair at all, but especially since I'm going through a little bit of a loss phase right now, but I love my hair right now. Anyway, so I have seen these products advertised, or not advertised, but sold at Costco online for the last couple years, and I have been intrigued. A couple years ago, I was also dealing with just severe anemia, and that caused me to lose a bunch of my hair back then. I'm not anemic right now. I think that this current hair loss cycle is due to me stopping minoxidil completely. I'm back on it now. I know. Listen, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. But if you don't want to use minoxidil, you don't have to use it. But so it's a little bit of loss from that, I'm sure, from stopping that cold turkey. Now that I'm back on it, it'll stop. But also I think just perimenopause in general can lead to a little bit of excess hair loss as well. So I am using my kitchen sink approach again, which I used the last time that I regrew my hair, and that works very well for me. So this particular shampoo and conditioner was one that I considered a couple of years ago when I was going through the hair loss phase at that time, but I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'll just kind of stick with maybe what I know. But this company actually ended up reaching out to me a few weeks ago, and I was like, well, this is good timing because, one, I've been intrigued by your products. I've seen them online at Costco, and I've wanted to try them, but just haven't. So yeah, I would happily love to test out your shampoo and conditioner. Let people know what I think about it. So this is the DS Labs Revita High Performance Hair Density Shampoo and High Performance Hair Density Conditioner. So this is specifically formulated for thinning hair. This is for use by men and women. And I have to say, while I haven't noticed anything drastic quite yet, I've only been using these for just about a week now. I do like the formulation. I will say this is probably not going to be a good everyday shampoo and conditioner option for those of you with extremely dry hair, because this is not a hydrating formula. I will say that. So I have definitely been like alternating days. Like for the first couple days, I was using the shampoo and conditioner every single day. And then I discovered like, oh, it is a little drying for my fine, thin, naturally gray hair. And so I've decided to alternate days with my other more hydrating shampoos and conditioners that I always have in the shower. But I am very anxious to see how these perform long term. So if you are interested in larger sizes at a really great price point and you have a Costco membership, you can get the, I think it's the 33 ounce shampoo and conditioner there for a significant savings. But if you are just looking to try their products out, they did give me a link and a discount code. So feel free to check the website out. There's some other products on their website that I am also interested in maybe checking out. They actually have one bundle or kit available that is, listen, it's expensive. It's about $499, but it contains a couple bottles of the large sizes of the shampoo and conditioner. It contains a 6-month supply of their hair supplements. It contains some other like serum and treatment type products as well. So is it expensive? Yes. But is there a lot of product included in this package? Yes. I'm kind of tempted to purchase that little bundle myself because I think it would probably be helpful to use these things long term. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But just initially, I wanted to let you guys know that I am testing this brand out. But I also want to be upfront about the fact that they did send me these first 2 bottles here. But yeah, I'm really eyeing that bundle on their website, and I'm also just eyeballing the larger sizes over at Costco as well, because yeah, Costco does get some special deals that, you know, even the companies themselves wouldn't necessarily, you know, put on their own websites. So that is the magic of Costco, I tell you what. But yeah, in terms of a new shampoo and conditioner, I have incorporated those 2 things into my routine. I'll let you know how it goes long term for sure. I also started using the Silvering Root Rouser Scalp Massage Serum again. I've actually had this in my hair care collection for a little while, and I've started using this again in the evening along with the Kirkland minoxidil. So I've been doing a little bit of a scalp massage every night with this and the minoxidil. And then I've been putting on a hair bonnet. Listen, if you have pets, minoxidil can be very dangerous to pets. So if you sleep with your pets in your bed, you want to make sure that you are using a hair bonnet to prevent that product from getting in contact with your pets, and obviously make sure you're washing your hands after applying the minoxidil to your scalp as well. I obviously haven't had any issues with my dogs, but I'm also just very careful about it. So I just want to make sure you guys are careful as well. But yeah, I really like this serum. This by itself actually is something that is not greasy in any kind of way. It just feels really soothing on the scalp. Now, the liquid minoxidil that I'm using in the evening. So I'm using liquid minoxidil in the evening and the foam during the day. And the liquid definitely has a like oilier texture to it. So it kind of makes my hair look like garbage the next morning, to be perfectly honest. I did not use minoxidil in my hair last night, but I did use this. So, and you can see my scalp is not oily or greasy in any kind of way. Like my hair still feels light and airy. But yeah, this by itself is a really great lightweight serum that seems to absorb very quickly into your scalp. And yeah, it's got some great ingredients that are just going to help to stimulate that growth a little bit more, that are going to help to nourish your scalp, because a healthy scalp makes for healthy hair. So anyway, in terms of hair care, those are the things that I wanted to mention. Let's move on to skincare. Okay, first things first, I finished my first bottle Oh, you guys, this is a fantastic product. Speaking of Instagram ads that got me, I purchased this also from Costco because it was a better deal there. This is the De Alba Piedmont First Spray Serum. Again, this was another product that I just saw featured all over my Instagram for a couple of months before I actually decided to place my order from Costco, and this has been fantastic. This is just a really great hydrating serum. It is one of those like biphase formulations where you're gonna see kind of an oily layer at the top and then a more liquid layer at the bottom. So you just shake it before you spray it on your face. This has a really nice fine mist. Yeah, this is great. And honestly, I almost just repurchased this from the Costco website, and I will repurchase this again in the future, but I saw that they had something else that I had kind of been interested in the past that was now also on sale in terms of like a mist or an essence, if you will. And I am going to butcher the name of this like nobody's business. Listen, I don't speak Korean, so I'm not sure that I'm gonna say this correctly. This is a Korean skincare brand. I think it's called Jung Siam Mool, and this is their Essential Mool Micro Fitting Mist. This is a 3-in-1. This is a boosting formulation, a mist, and a fixer. So you can use this before your makeup routine, you can use it during your makeup routine, you can use it after. In fact, let's do a nice little mist on my face here. You're supposed to shake it up, and then look at this nice mist. Ooh, and it smells, it's a really light, like airy fragrance, but look at the glow. Look at me. Wow. I really like the glow that this gives. And it's not greasy, right? Like it don't look greasy or oily. It's just a true glow. Yeah. Listen, I didn't know that I needed this Essential Mool, but I do. Also, this came in a set of 2, so that's good. I'm set for a couple months here probably, but man, this, I love it just as much as this. Never seen anyone talking about this. I just have seen it on the Costco website and have been intrigued. And when they finally put it on sale, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try that next. So yeah, I really enjoy this. I'm gonna use this for a little bit longer, and then I wanna share a slightly more in-depth review of this product. But as of right now, I'm really enjoying this. I've been putting that on right after getting out of the shower. And then also after applying my makeup, and then throughout the day as well, because as you can see, it does not disrupt your makeup, and I wear powder foundation, so that mool, if you will, is fantastic. Okay, a couple more skincare items that I want to mention. I reviewed the Paula's Choice 7% Ectoin Booster earlier this week. I really love this product. I do wish that it was at least a full ounce. It is 0.67 fluid ounces, so it's not a ton of product, but you use like a drop of this, so it shouldn't go super quick, if you will. You should have this for a little while. I will be repurchasing this going forward because this is such a great surge of moisture for the skin, and it is incredibly lightweight. Because it is a Paula's Choice booster, it is meant to like add to other serums or moisturizers in your routine to give them a boost. But I just have always used these Paula's Choice boosters straight up on my skin. So I just take a drop and kind of spread that between my fingers, and then have been pressing that into my face. I've also been using this on my neck. It's amazing. Go check out the video if you missed it for a little bit more information, but that is a fabulous product. And then I need to share my in-depth review of this product because I've now been using this for, I think it's been, pretty sure it's, if it hasn't been 2 months, I'm very close to having used this for 2 months. I'm already halfway through my first bottle here. It's the new Dermatology Needleless Growth Factor Serum. And This is one of those products that claims to tighten the skin, but I think it's actually really doing that. I have noticed that this little section right here, which is where I know that I'm gonna get jowly in my old age, because I get the masseter tox every, what am I doing that, like twice a year? I usually get it every 5 months at this point, but I get tox in my masseter muscles to stop myself from grinding my teeth into an oblivion. I will also clench my teeth all day long, but getting the tox in those masseters really takes that urge away completely. It does not affect the way that I eat at all. So if you're concerned about that, trust me, I'm eating just fine. But yeah, as a result of this area being a lot less bulky, I have a little bit of extra skin that definitely, you know, it doesn't have anywhere to go because this area back here is no longer as bulky as it was. So I feel like this particular product has definitely helped to tighten things up just a little bit. I've been using this in combination with regularly doing my microcurrent. I use the Foreo Bear for that. And I really do feel like it has kind of tightened this area back up again. It's just helped my jawline look a little bit more defined. But overall, I also feel like it has kind of improved the look of my smile lines, which aren't crazy deep, but I mean, they're there. And just overall, the texture of my skin has been really refined looking. I really like this product. It has a ton of peptides in it. It has ceramides in the formulation. Like I said, I still need to share a in-depth review of this bad boy. So that will be coming probably early this next week. So stay tuned for that. But I really have had good luck with this. This is something that I'm going to continue to purchase going forward in the future here. In fact, I think that I might go ahead and purchase this needleless growth factor serum instead of the needleless serum, which honestly I've been using for years. You've seen that needleless serum in many of my beauty empties videos, and it's been a great product, but I think this is a step up from that. This is really, really good. Yeah, anyway, couple last items I want to mention here, just a couple of makeup items. I finished my Huda Beauty powder. So this was the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I really like this particular powder, although I will say, as you can see, I had to bust into it here to be able to get the last little bit of powder out. And even at that, there's still a tiny bit that I can't get out unless I think I just need to completely rip this netting off. I don't love this netting format here. I get why brands do it, but it's my least favorite when it comes to trying to get out the last little bit of product. But yeah, this in the shade Pound Cake was a really great powder for me for the last, 6, 7, 8 months since I've been using this. So will I repurchase this one? Absolutely. I'm not sure what I'm gonna go on to next. Ooh, my camera's dying. Hold please. I'm really glad I thought to bring that other battery up. I kind of assumed that I would be running out of juice here. So anyway, I think I was talking about what I am going to be purchasing next, whether I'll repurchase this or try something else. I always like testing out new powders. So I'm gonna see if there is a new one on the market right now that kind of floats my boat. In the meantime, I am just using some other powders that I have laying around in my backup stash here. So I'll use those for a little bit here, maybe even try to finish those up because honestly, most of those are in the final stages of, being completely used up. So might as well finish those. But this was a really great powder and there is a pretty decent color selection available. So Pound Cake is what worked best for my particular skin tone, but they also have a really nice brightening pink powder. They have a lavender colored powder, I believe, and then even some deeper, darker options as well. So yeah, this is good stuff. I liked it. And in the future, I'll probably definitely purchase it again at some point. Also, I went back to using this. I have actually had this in my makeup stash for a couple of years. I bought this Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, a little while ago. And I actually bought it when I had much oilier skin. And while this did make my oily skin look really nice initially, I don't think this is a good fit for an oily skin type. Like, it didn't help to extend the wear of my makeup, if you will. But now that I don't have crazy oily skin, I recently saw this in my Alex 9 drawer off to the side here, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna revisit that product. I am so glad I did, you guys. This is a gorgeous primer for people with combo, probably normal, dry skin, I would assume. This is such a nice primer. First of all, I feel like it's really hydrating. I have just taken a little bit on like the pads of my fingers and kind of pressed it into my skin after letting my SPF settle down for a little while. And then I have given this primer just a couple extra minutes to kind of settle into the skin really nicely. And then I've been going over top with my powder foundation, and I really like the way that this looks on my skin. I know I have that little bit of a glow from the moule here, but I also feel like just this primer also adds a little bit of a glow underneath your makeup, and it feels really nourishing on the skin. So if you've never tried this, definitely worth a try. Now, if you're very oily, I would actually tell you to try the, where is it? The Danessa Myricks. I also just need to try to finish this up because I'm actually almost done with this. Oh, you can't really tell because of how bright the window is right now, but this is all pan. Oh, you can tell, there you go. This is all pan in the middle here. There's just a little ring of product on the outside. If you have oilier skin, you're gonna wanna try the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. This is better for people with oily skin than the Tatcha one, but at this point, I mean, I could go either way with these, but I just really like the way that the Tatcha looks underneath my makeup. So anyway, great primer, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I think you can actually buy a smaller size if you just want to try like a sample of this. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like I have seen that. So anyway, that is everything that I have for you guys today. I really appreciate you being here. Let me know what you were loving this past week in the comments down below. Let me know if you are intrigued by the Tymo and whether you plan on picking it up. You guys, this was so worth the investment. I think I got this for like under 65 bucks. So it's not horrifically expensive, but it works so well. And to not burn the heck out of yourself while you're using a product like that that's fantastic. That is an incredible design, and good job, Tymo. Anyway, that's everything I have for you guys today. Have a fabulous weekend, and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, you know, do all the things, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.